Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble is coming up, one of my favorite matches of the entire year, and these are some people I think might return in this year's Royal Rumble. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Just use my last name, code Hodge, at checkout, and you'll get $20 off your tickets. Now this is for first-time orders only, so if you used SeatGeek before, just make a new account or something. You can still use the code. First-time orders, literally $20 off any ticket for any event in the entire world. Just use code Hodge at checkout on SeatGeek. All right, I don't even know where to start this thing. I don't know how to introduce this thing. We all should know what the Royal Rumble match is. You got 30 men inside the ring. You got to throw each other over the top rope. There's one man left. That one man is the number one contendership for the main event of WrestleMania, pretty much, for a title of his choice. So this is a very big match. There's a lot of opportunity here to grab, and you got to grab that opportunity. And also, there's a lot of surprises in this match every single year. Of course, everyone comes out randomly. Well, not randomly. Every few minutes, you know, the countdown goes, someone's music will hit, but everyone comes out randomly. And sometimes you get some surprises in there, and some really good ones at that. So, the biggest surprise we could have had has already happened, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk is back inside the WWE. Still mind-blowing. But that will not be happening at Rumble. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble match, I guarantee it. But he's not going to be the surprise return in the match, but he's still going to be the favorite in the match no matter what. I pretty much guarantee that. I mean, maybe Cody for some people, but I think Punk is really getting most of the attention inside this match. But nonetheless, I want to choose 5 people that could return, that it could be a big surprise, but we don't necessarily want them to win or whatever. They're not going to win. Punk's probably going to be the one, let's be honest, or Cody or something like that, but we'll just have to wait and see. Here are 5 people I think might return inside this year's Men's Royal Rumble match. Number 5, we're going to put this as Zack Ryder / Matt Cardona. So the guy doesn't really go by Zack Ryder. Obviously, WWE owns that. But he didn't really like that thing as much as the Matt Cardona thing. And he's also said in interviews, if he returns to WWE, he does not want to return as Zack Ryder. He wants to return as Matt Cardona. So, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what that. But at the same time, I know he realizes Zack Ryder is familiar with most of the WWE crowd. The Matt Cardona stuff he's been doing on the indies and other wrestling promotions is not familiar with the majority of the WWE crowd, which that's a given, whatever. Now, of course, his wife is working inside the WWE. He's married to Chelsea Green. So this isn't out of question, and if he's not ready to come back and be like a full-time wrestler in the WWE schedule, you don't have to do that. The Rumble's amazing because people will just come back for one night, and that's kind of it. If he still want to do his indie run or just bouncing around from different places and just doing as much as he possibly can do with his time, he can still do that. But he could just appear at the Rumble for one night only. Whatever. You could do that. Or you can come back and do a full return, and that can be your return spot. Whatever. Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder. I'm going to put that as number 5. All right, number 4. This one's a bit of a wild, out there card, but we're going to put this as MJF, Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, current AEW World Champion. Now, why in the hell is he on this list if he's the current AEW World Champion? Okay, here's the reason he's on this list. According to MJF himself, which take that with the tiniest grain of salt you could possibly ever see in your entire life, that his contract with AEW is ending on January 1st, 2024, which would make him a free agent just in time to be inside the Royal Rumble, because they don't really do non-competes that much in AEW, because Punk didn't have one. I'm guessing MJF didn't have one, especially considering this contract reportedly was signed in 2019 when the company was just started. So, yeah, MJ, if this is true, I mean, I don't know why he's still the AEW World Champion, because you think they would take the strap off him months before his contract was going to end if he's not going to sign an extension. There's rumors saying it signed an extension like all the way back in 2022. So I don't think this is happening. Take it with a tiny grain of salt. But if for some reason this thing is true and he's leaving AEW, I know his dream, and let's be honest, every wrestler's dream is to be inside the WWE. He would definitely do that, and Royal Rumble's the place to do it. So MJF inside the Royal Rumble, I could definitely see it some year. This year, I don't know. It's iffy, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. All right, number 3. So number 3, we're going to put this as Big E. Okay, I'm actually going to have 2 for number 3 because I know the Big E one's like really, really unlikely, but a lot of this on this list is unlikely, let's be honest. But I'm just going to do 2 people for number 3. So Big E, of course, Big E broke his neck and his neck's healed. Theoretically, he can get back to the ring, but he could be like, okay, it's very scary when you break your neck. You don't want to go back in the ring. You don't want to wrestle anymore. You're like, that was fun. I've been world champion. What else do I have to accomplish? And if I land the wrong way, I'm literally paralyzed. So I am not wanting to get back to the ring. Big E has basically expressed that he's had a wonderful career. He could get back in the ring if he wanted to, but he just doesn't think that's going to be happening. He's exploring different things. So Big E, Rumble, it could happen. It could get back for one night and not have to do anything else, but what's really the point in that and being all dangerous and everything after breaking your neck? So Big E, Rumble, iffy, it could happen, but it's probably not going to happen. So number 3 is another one that probably won't happen, but it could happen. Definitely more than Big E. So number 3 I'm going to put as actually Mr. Super Cena himself. We're going to put this as John Cena. So number 3 is John Cena. John Cena can return in the Rumble. He's not going to win the Rumble, but he could be in there doing his thing and have the John Cena return. Of course, he's Mr. Hollywood right now. If he's in the middle of filming a movie or TV show, he's not allowed to be in the wrestling ring. You're not allowed to do dangerous activities that can hold up filming if you get injured or something like that. So yeah, John Cena inside this is very unlikely unless for some reason they're not filming a movie at that given time. Then he could definitely do it. So John Cena, number 3. All right, let's move on to number 2, another unlikely one. But of course, whole Rumble returns are unlikely, but they still happen somehow through some kind of magical power. So number 2, I'm going to put is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, hell yeah, he's getting back in the ring once again. So Stone Cold literally just had a match a few years ago, WrestleMania, WrestleMania 38, Dallas, Texas. He had a match against Kevin Owens. But now there's been another return inside the WWE that has set up the possibility of having a dream match. So the dream match for a long time has been Stone Cold Steve Austin going head-to-head with none other than himself, the voice of the voiceless, Mr. Best in the World, CM Punk. So CM Punk, Stone Cold going head-to-head. So of course, like some of the best trash talkers of their eras. And yeah, this would be really cool, and this is something we wanted for a very long time. They've teased it and teased it and teased it. So is this happening now that Steve's more willing to do stuff inside the ring? Apparently the thing was his retirement, but then the other thing was his retirement. So I really don't know. It's kind of confusing. But if this happens, it would be amazing. Stone Cold, things would have to align here though, right? If Stone Cold's winning the Rumble, you know, that would be like his 4th Rumble win, I think, or something like that. Stone Cold, 4th Rumble win, and then Punk would have to have the title, I guess, for him to go after him. We would likely have to have Rollins versus Punk at Rumble and have Punk win the title for that to be able to happen, or win in like Chamber or something like that. But we'll just have to wait and see. Stone Cold winning the Rumble, very unlikely. If he's in the Rumble, what's the point of him being in it and not winning it? I really don't know. But it's possible if they want to set that up that way. But I think the more likely way is to have Punk win the Rumble, and then he's going to face Rollins at Mania, and then down the road they might try something with Stone Cold. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to our top of our list. We got number 1 now. Number 1, though, someone who could really turn and shock the world at the Men's Royal Rumble match. And this one's very likely, given the rumors and stuff like that. So I don't want to say very likely. It's very unlikely and somewhat likely, lowly likely. I don't know. I really don't know. It's not out of the realm of possibility. It's definitely more likely than Stone Cold. Number 1, we're putting it as the freaking Rock, guys. It's The Rock. So The Rock versus Roman Reigns has been a match rumored for a very, very long time. The Rock actually went on Pat McAfee's podcast. He talked about this and said it was a match that was actually supposed to happen at WrestleMania 39, but they just never got it all lined up. They never got all the details worked out of it, so it didn't happen. So WrestleMania 40, is it happening? Do they have time now to work out the details? Is The Rock going to be in the Rumble and win the Rumble and go on to challenge Roman with that win? And then you can still have Punk versus Rollins or something like that. But does The Rock need to win the Rumble? Does Punk need to win the Rumble? Not really. You don't even need the Rumble, really. It's kind of just something to set up something. But they have to have something to set up something else because you got 2 championships. But it's a lot to figure out. But The Rock winning the Rumble is one way to set that up if they're doing that. Cody winning the Rumble is another way to set up the match if they're doing that and not The Rock. And then Punk winning the Rumble is one way to set up that match for that championship. So we'll just have to wait and see. And at this point, guys, honestly, we need like 2 more Rumbles because we get like 2 main titles right now. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But in my opinion, those are some surprise returns that could happen at the Men's Royal Rumble 2024. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my list. Let me know. Do you guys have a list in the comment section down below? And thank you guys for watching this video. I am your one and only undisputed king of Vlogstop, Brandon Hodge. And I will see you guys in the next video.